So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Villa. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice intercept. Tries a shot! Borussia Dortmund on the counter-attack now. He has found a way through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity.
He rises! Now, who's going to be first to this? Griezmann. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Yamal. That's good play. Nicely weighted ball. Looks across and plays it in. Hullet. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Roberto Carlos. And here's Dembele. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Still goalless at the moment. Great vision. Rijkaard. Seedorf gets a foot in here. Looking for the run. Dembele. Played into the middle. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Oh, that's a key interception. Vitinha. Oddo. Oddo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oddo cuts it out. Ball's gone out of play. And he's picked it up out wide. Played in with purpose. Terrific header! Dembele. Vitinha. It's a searching pass. That's good vision. And he's gone looking for safety. Yamal. Oddo. That has not gone well. Bale is herring after that one. Now it's Hullet. And it's Seedorf. And he welcomes it in. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and a big header! Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he is going into that little black book. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Decent hit from there. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. And Hullet! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Nicely spread. Odo looking for a runner. Now it's Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Plays it across. Brilliantly cut out. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Villa. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? That pass has been well intercepted. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Roberto Carlos. Griezmann. Oh, this is a very good run. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Bale will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pass is just off target.
Has been indicated.
It's not an especially... Could be danger here! And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Tries to cross.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. There's the shot! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Borussia Dortmund have got it back and they'll have another go. Hullet. Searching pass he's played there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, such a clever touch. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf. Strokes it back.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Bale.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he spark a counter here? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bale. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 21.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Tries to play it through. Otto made a search from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Otto aims beyond the defence. Yamal looking to go deep. Oh, what a climb! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Tries to pass it through. Is there any support? He might not need it. Vitinha. And now the breakaway. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Griezmann. He gets big. Decent enough try.
Bale certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is number 19.
That pass isn't the best.
Rashford. Substitution.
There to retrieve it. Threads one in. Now it's Rashford. Ball is over the line. Rashford. That's Rijkaard. Some resolute defending there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Rashford. Cruyff. And it's Otto. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now that's well seen too. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's really nicely played. Header! Played towards the front line. Looking to play him in. Seedorf. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Rijkaard. Just 5 minutes left. It's run loose here. And he's had it nicked away. Now who's going to be first to this? He's found a way past. Rashford with the cross. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that is a little undercooked. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Flashes it across. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Probing pass. He's in plenty of space here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Played in deep. Hakimi deals with that comfortably. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Seedorf. Very nicely done. Shot could be on. And the referee brings it to a close. Borussia Dortmund can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Dembele voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Borussia Dortmund may not have finished... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. And as you can see, we've already started here. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitutions taking place.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Threads one in.
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Davids. Now Costa Curta. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Played down the flank. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Griezmann. He won't be happy with that one. Roberto Carlos. No, that's been intercepted. Plays it across. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Yamal. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good spread. And here's Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No way through. And the finish! Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Back in possession and ready to go again. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly.
Borussia Dortmund are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Roberto Carlos. Looking for the run. Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard. Fenerbahce looking to pass their way through. That's the keeper's ball. Yamal. He's had it taken off him. Nicely weighted ball. Pullet. He has found the way through. That looks a good cross. Pinged towards the front line.
Borussia Dortmund have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That pass isn't the best. Vitinha. Otto is looking to influence the game from out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Griezmann. Doué. Now it's Griezmann, and it's made its way to him. Vitinha with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Vitinha did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Substitution
There is
in
some
progress.
activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
No, he's missed it.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he welcomes it in. Aims beyond the shoots! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision.
And it's Ibrahimovic. There's the shot! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now, can they get him away? Gets a good foot in there. Roberto Carlos. Davids pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And it's Doué. Vieira. And there's the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Borussia Dortmund head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Substitution.
And we're off again. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dembele. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, well measured. Now this... And he shoots! He's got a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's been shifted off it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vitinha promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's been given away.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
It's a searching pass, and Dijk makes the interception. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Oh, bang on target.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 6, Vieira. Number 37, Dembele. Coming on the field.
Now it's Bale.
Number 33, Seedorf.
Now it's Villa. That's a shade optimistic.
Number 9.
Oh, this looks sharp. Showing great feet there. David Villa, Roberto Carlos, and can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Fenerbahce have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal has got himself a free kick, and he's going to have his name taken. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Yamal, played out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Can he get it through? A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Borussia Dortmund still have the cards to affect this game. Griezmann producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Just too high.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Foot in. Ambitious ball here. That has ended up in no man's land. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Cantona looking to be a menace in the final third. Ibrahimovic gets into a good position. Ibrahimovic has it out wide and in space.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Yamal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's in on goal. Out to the right. Swings it across. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Griezmann. He's had it taken off him.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Yamal. Otto. He's got away. And instinctive to... He's got full! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And that means just... Seedorf concedes a free kick for that. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, a very decent attempt. All hands on deck for this one. Seedorf is there to clear. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.